one wish to make. This is the wish I would choose. I'd want an old straw hat, a suit of overalls, and a worn-out pair of shoes.
I'm sorry. It's just that I'd rather be playing Stardew Valley than this game. So yeah, I've played through Mass Effect Andromeda. And after all of the vitriol spewed towards this game over the past week, it was hard to find motivation to keep playing. I mean, almost everyone thinks this game is awful. Just look at the reviews. So, with that in mind, what did I think of this game? Well, it's entirely forgettable. There is nothing about this game that stands out as amazing, groundbreaking, novel, or in my opinion, interesting. But that being said, it's not particularly bad. And before you get on my case, yes, I have seen the countless compilations of how buggy and broken this game appears. In fact, I saw quite a few bugs, such as this, and this, and this, and, this. So, to nobody's surprise, EA Games released yet another unpolished video game. Shocking. What's also notable is how the motion capture, particularly on the faces, is not quite right. This is something that's common in many video games, but the Mass Effect series has usually been pretty solid with this. But hey, I guess you lose a few steps over 5 years. The gameplay is pretty solid insofar as you can now use multiple abilities during combat instead of being stuck with one specialty. But that's about it. You can now explore multiple planets using the Mako, Nomad, whatever, and attempt to terraform them, complete side quests, and mine for minerals. The terraforming is done through Sudoku, and the driving requires you to constantly switch between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive because reasons. In fact, most of the side quests are nothing more than busy work and are just an excuse to extend the game time. On top of that, the plot doesn't really start kicking in until around 20 hours, and it is by far the most interesting part of the game. It's just a shame that it's fairly short, and aside from the endgame is seriously lacking the drama from the previous titles. The characters you'll encounter are fine, but the dialogue is just boring. I found myself skipping text far more often than I should in a BioWare game, which is a serious red flag. This also extends to the main character, Ryder. There is no more morality system in this game, so your conversation choices are much more fluid and less bogged down by trying to go a certain path. That being said, Ryder just isn't very interesting. But the one thing that bothered me most? The transitions. When you go between cutscenes and gameplay, the game usually just jump cuts, cuts to black, or attempts to clunkily flow you back into the gameplay. Let me show you something. This is a transition. This is a transition. In fact, even this is a transition. This is not a transition, you lazy bastards. So, my recommendation? You know what, never mind that. This game is just so frustrating. I didn't think the game would be very good going in, so my expectations weren't really great. If this game were good, I could sit here and praise it. I could say how surprised I was that the series came back strong. If it were awful, I could tear into it and self-righteously say how right I've been by not purchasing an EA game since 2013. I bought this used. Don't think I'm giving them my money. But as it is, the game is just so bleh. In fact, this game is worse than mediocre. It's soulless. It's like all of these gameplay features were put in to dangle keys in front of Mass Effect fans. Oh, you guys liked the Mako from Mass Effect 1? Let's make that a feature. Oh, you want to scan planets? Here you go, just don't expect to find anything useful on most of them. Oh, and we'll even let you create weapons and armor from previous games. Just don't expect any sort of explanation as to whatever the hell happened at the end of Mass Effect 3. Bull sh**. We deserved better. I deserved better. This mediocrity shows me that you just didn't care. Well, I no longer do as well. Commander Shepard died for nothing. Whatever. I'm trading this game, man. I have many more achievements and side quests to finish, but never mind any of that. I may as well use some of this residual disappointment towards a game I actually thought would be any good. Oh, that'll work. Thank you for watching. If you're already subscribed to me and haven't done so already, then please click on the little bell beneath the video. That way you will actually be notified when I upload something. Because the subscriptions feed sucks. But aside from that, if you've enjoyed this or any of my videos, then please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share them with your friends. I swear I'm working on more videos. I'm not slacking, really. I'm trying. Scout's honor. I'm not a scout. Damn.